Hi, it is iYikKam time again. So with the new website Wing Chun 2017.wordpress.com, I have received many requests and questions from our Wing Chun friends such as Rick, Marcos from around the world. So today I make this YouTube to respond in a systematic way so everybody know what I'm responding to every individual. Okay, now when I'm talking about Wing Chun, we need to be really careful. Okay, so my analogy is like this. When I was in high school, I have Miss Lee who is teaching me English. Okay, now she is using a traditional approach to teach me English. So when I'm in grade school, because I need to write thesis, I have to learn from Professor Broadhead, which is teaching me in a way using his synthesis way of teaching me English so that I can write my thesis, English thesis. Okay. So, when we talk about English, we are not talking about what Miss Lee is teaching or what Professor Broadhead is teaching, or is Miss Lee's English is the authentic, or Professor Broadhead's English is the best, those kind of stuff. Okay, of course I respect Miss Lee, I respect Professor Broadhead. There's a different issue when I talk about English. Okay, now same thing with Wing Chun. When I talk about Wing Chun, I talk about Wing Chun. I don't talk about Yip Man Wing Chun, iYikKam Wing Chun, Yin Kei-san Wing Chun, because all of those teachers, I respected them like the Professor Broadhead and Miss Lee. Okay, there is no question. Nobody need to prove anything. Okay, all of them are just respected. Period. And what I'm talking here is talking about Wing Chun. Okay, which is independent, separate from the teacher, the grandmaster, and so forth. Okay. If we do it this way, then we can talk, we can discuss, and we can understand, we can study and research Wing Chun very clearly. And however, many people, when it get the Wing Chun, it start to talking about comparison, like Miss Lee English is better than Professor Broadhead, or vice versa, or this is how Professor Broadhead do, this is how Miss Lee do. Those are not actually have anything to do with English. Those are the individual teaching way and so forth. Okay, so when we talk about English, we talk about English. Same thing when we talk about Wing Chun, we talk about Wing Chun. Okay, so there's no argument who's the best, who's best fighter, those kind of stuff. Just put that aside. Okay, because that's off topic. Okay, so this is we need to make very clear. Otherwise, we get stuck. Okay, into those lineage fighting, who's best fighter politics. We don't want to get there because that is a trap. Okay, talk about Wing Chun. That's number one. The second thing is asking me to make videos, details videos teaching Xiu Lim Tao sets and teaching the wall practice of false flow. Well, I like to share with you this, okay, because I'm making experiment last year. I have been teaching 20 people around the world, Europe, Asia, US, around the world, okay, 20 of them. In order to really handle the iYikKam Xiu Lim Tao set in a detailed way, a proper way, basic proper way, one need to go through 2 months of 6-13-3 training, which is everyday training and at least 2-3 hours. Okay, and then 2 months of the force flow training, again every day 1 or 2 hours, and then going through the all 小念頭 from the quit, the move, the details, everything. There's about a 3 months every day 2-3 hours of theory and practice and so forth. So I check them online, okay? Every day I assign them what to do. They do it, they send me their video, they send me their writing, their experience and so forth, and I look at them, check them, and it takes this, okay, 7 months to complete the iYikKam 小念頭 sets training, okay? So everybody get the basis, and everybody who get the training around the world have the same informations. Of course, different people have their different skill level up and down, but the basic all have the same standard reference, and they all know what is the thing exactly, okay? Now, so watching a video, no matter how detailed is the video, is not going to replace a teacher who coach one and all this working and writing reports and getting checked, the motion and all kinds of details, okay? It is also not just mimic, posture, those kind of stuff. So this is reality, and that's why I say that one can use that 2 books, the 2 textbooks, the basic Wing Chun and the beginning Wing Chun book, put in the college, university for 1 semester, around 4 or 5 months, to study that and really have a handling on that, all that detail and so forth. And of course it have two parts, like the learn how to drive. One is the theory written test part, and the other one is the actually driving part. Okay, so this is how it has to be has to be if one really want to learn something. And seriously, I'm not the professional having a school for teaching people. I'm an engineer, design architect, and I do that experiment last year, okay, to people who is close to me and so forth, okay? And that's why we have data on what it is possible. And among this group of people, you have Silicon Valley top executive down to MMA fighter, okay, and also common folks like us, okay? So we know that works, okay? So I'm like testing the whole thing like a product, you know, a new iPhone, a new cell phone, those kind of stuff, okay? Go through those engineering process, so we know. Okay, now, so you need to go through so much to learn. However, what I'm telling you, this is not a dead end for you guys over in the watching me right now. I want to give you something today, so here on you'll be able to have this GPS and you know exactly what you do. So when you practice your sets, it doesn't matter what lineage you are, Wing Chun is Wing Chun, okay? If you know this GPS, you will never get lost. You stick with the GPS, you will get to the destinations. I want to give this to you today so you can know it. And the only thing you need to do is whatever I'm showing you here, you do it, you experiment with your wooden dummy, okay? This is our experiment laboratory, or your friend, okay? So you can understand what I'm talking about, and then you can experience it and get these directions, and you get it, okay? Now, so to cut everything down, to make it really core and simple, to put everything in a nutshell so that you can really know about it, I even want to take away the 6-13-3, because those are actually more details and the more deeper level of stuff, okay? So we want to focus on the 4 things. Remember, the momentum characteristic, the power type, the mechanics, and the body conditioning, okay? we want to focus on this, and I want today to share with you so that you clearly know what it is, you experience it, so you once for all you never turn back because you know it. Okay, so according to general Qi Guang, there's only there are two type of art in China. Okay, two type of martial art system, or General Qi Guang categorized into these two systems. Okay, and the one thing is long fist, one thing is short strike. Okay, now so we can analyze this thing with the momentum characteristics, with the power type, and with the mechanics, and with the body type. Okay, now do this with me. Okay, and then you can really experience and hear for once for all, you know this. Okay, now make believe that you are a tiger, and you just pound on your prey. Pound on your prey. Okay, a tiger, you pound on your prey. Okay, see, I'm a tiger, I pound on the prey. If you do it to your opponent, make sure that don't really hit him, pound him. Okay, but you see that momentum, just have that feeling. Okay, now that is long fist. You see, I pound on him. Okay, that type of momentum is the long fist momentum. Okay, like a tiger pound at something. Okay, now with that momentum, this type of characteristic, you know my power type is an explode type, where I extend myself, I pound the dummy. Okay, in the same time, okay, the mechanics is using my body muscle and so forth, extend it out and pounding. And of course, with this, I have a body like a tiger. Okay, so you can see the simple tiger pounds the prey. It tells us about the long fist art. Long fist art momentum is like that. Long fist art power type is like that, extend. And long fist art mechanics is like all those joints, and you just pound like this, you just push forward or brace forward and those kind of stuff. And then the body is like the tiger body. Okay, so once you experience this, okay, you can experiment and observe a little bit, make sure that you get this. Okay, now that is the long fist. Okay, that's how it is. Just like make it so simple. Okay, everybody can get it. Now, as for the short strike, imagine you are a serpent or a snake. So if this is my opponent is here, this is the stick the opponent tried to hit me, guess what? I'm going to get in, wrap in. Okay, you see, I'm going to wrap in, slide in, wrap in. Okay, so that is short strike. That is short strike. Okay, now you see the momentum is slide in and wrap in, very quick. Okay, and you see the power type is that my body go. Okay, and I'm wrapping him. That is the implode type of power. Okay, and my mechanics over here is I actually shorten, retract my arm, my body is there, spinning, rotating. Okay, and notice my body, every inch of the serpent or the snake, the big snake, every inch of that it reacts. Say for example, or this point, when I try to wrap something, wrap on it, I wrap on something, or I just coil on something, and I have all the sensor on how this thing, the action and reaction force, and my body is actually respond according to that. Okay, now That is the mechanics. Okay, so, and then you see my body is a snake, big snake or serpent body. Now, okay, so you see the two different things. So one thing, the long face, like this tiger type of momentum, power type, mechanics, and the body type like a tiger, and the other one, the short strike is like the serpent or snake, which slide in, wrap around, and those kind of stuff. Okay, now it's this simple. That's all. Okay, so Wing Chun is sticking body short strike, so it is like a snake slide in and wrap around. Okay, Wing Chun's force flow play, which I said action and reaction force, and we train with the wall. It is as practical as everything because hand is more sensitive than this body. Okay, unless one condition the body properly, hand is more sensitive, so the hand can feel the action reaction force. Later, if the body is fully trained, as what I say, go through the 7 months of the thing, then the body be able to handle the action and reaction force. That is the Wing Chun force flow play. So you wrap around at any instance, it be able to handle the action reaction force. That is the force flow. Okay, now saying this, I want to differentiate for you this tiger hop. Okay, disregard of I use a long range hop or I go this short range hop, that's still a long fist because it's a pounding. Okay, so if I pound at him long or pound at him short way, it is a long fist. So don't get wrong that this is a short strike. This is not short strike. This is still long fist. Short strike is like the snake slide in type. Okay, I hope that you see this clearly. Okay, now, so for example, you use the Zhang Dai leg. Okay, center line, I use the Zhang Dai leg, which is we call the rack or structure elbow to push in. That is like the hop in. There's long fist. Or we use the Tai Chi, which is using the Peng Jing, okay, to ward off, playing the circle. That's still a long fist. Okay, no matter how small this, there's still long fist. Okay, no matter how close my Zhang Dai leg, I am still long fist. That is very different than you slide in with this collapsing or abandon the elbow. You go in. Okay, so you see, one is like the tiger pounding, one is like the snake wrapped in. Okay, so be clear in this so that when what we talk about Wing Chun is Mai San or Keep San Tuin Ta, it is a snake-like of stuff. It is not the tiger pounding. Okay, that way what we talk is what we walk. The ancient is keeping saying Tit San Tuin Ta, Tit San Tuin Ta, but we practice the other way. Grandmaster Yip Man and the 1700 Grandmaster Zhang Henqiu, and then up to the 1560s, Qi Ji Guang is saying that short strike and is receiving. But we keeping doing what? Zhang Dai leg. We keeping doing this what do you call that? Peng Jing. Okay, with this rack elbow. Okay, or structure elbow. This structure elbow, what do you call structure elbow horizontal. But in the receiving, one don't do that. One just abandon this and then get in, slide in. That is the snake way, not the tiger way. Okay, so this analogy, I hope that you're really clear with this thing. Okay, this experiment with the friend, hugging and so forth, then you can see the difference. So there's a different momentum, different power handling, different mechanics, and different body type. because it's trained for the different way of fighting. Okay, now saying this, because it is an education. One don't do the stuff like you get a student. Okay, I'm a teacher. You see, I have this inch punch. You hurt? You feel hurt? You say, yeah, I feel hurt. I have the force go inject inside me and blah 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 blah. You don't do that. Why? The instructor's job is to let the student experience. Oh, this is long fist. This type of power is different than this short strike of power. So they experience it, they understand how it is. Oh, this is the short strike of the force flow, playing with action-reaction force. So the whole body can be able to play with that. That's why in Wing Chun we call twin gang, short power. That is the short power. Okay, that short power is not this short power, or not the Tai Chi Fa Jing, or I can Fa Jing this close too. Okay, it's different thing. Okay, if we use a different power, we are not going to get the result. That is the thing. Okay, so the key is the instructor need to teach the student, let the student experience in what is going on, instead of putting a pad there or a punch. You feel hurt? You feel hurt? You see how hurt it is? Or how far you can fly away? There is no point on that. We talk about how is this force. We are not talking about who have a better skill, or is, for example, it's like the math teacher when you're in calculus class is not try to show how fast he can do calculus. He is teaching you step by step how to do integrations or differentiation, so you'll be able to do it. As who be the math champion, that's a different story. Okay, so you see, we need to be very specific and clear with the objective, otherwise we really don't know what to do. Okay, now saying that, on the internal and chi stuff, the reason why I use the tiger and the snake, or you watch it in YouTube, National Geography, all this thing, is to ask you to make things really clear and very simple. You know, we live in this natural world. Okay, will the tiger know about chi? The snake know about chi? Do they need to know about chi? And let me ask you, can you show me any Chinese martial art, internal art, have the chi and all this thing, can fight a tiger? Have you seen any? Can fight a tiger with the chi and mysterious everything? You never find one. Okay? Where else the guy who have elbow, this bow, arrow and bows, they can defend themselves with everywhere in the world, defend themselves against a tiger. So all this chi and all this jing, fa jing stuff is what? It's only human using certain language to describe a certain things. However, today it will turn into some kind of mysterious stuff, which is nobody actually know what is going on, and keeping preaching it. So, for example, when I say force flow is the playing the action-reaction force, that's it. Newton's third law. But if somebody want to make it mysterious and everything, you know what? Number one thing, we know he doesn't know what I'm talking about. Newton's law is Newton's law, and the snake wrapping at its prey has the sensor here to wrap it, you know, according adaptive to the prey struggle and so forth. Okay, that is the Wing Chun force flow. Now, again, with those snakes, like the snakes, okay, wrapping, and then when the animal, the prey struggle and so forth, you see the body wrapping closer and closer, and all this action reaction force play. It is not different. It is very different that If you push me here, I turn here. If you push me here, I turn here. Those kinds of long fist play in a close range. It's different stuff. So people usually we do okay, long fist in the close distance like this. We do turn and somebody actually strike us, get to our center line, and then we turn into bong. You see that shifting? That is still long fist in the close distance. You can go close distance that way, okay? Say the Western boxing, this is long distance. This is a close distance, short, long fist. It can be even this close, shifting around, or the body get, like in the Tai Chi, you see the body get pushed one side, get into the other side. Those are long fist stuff. Short strike. When you get into here, you abandon the whole thing. You get in, like a snake. Okay. So I hope that this is all clear. Again, I'm talking here is talking technical. I'm not talking about attacking anybody. Okay. I'm talking about this is Tai Chi. This is Wing Chun. This is long fist. This is short strike. So we need to know this. It's technical stuff. Okay. It's nothing to say who is best, who is no good, and just throw that away. As we say, we talk English. We don't talk Miss Lee's English or Professor Broadhead English. Okay, there's this different stuff. We want to tap here this way. Okay, so if you see this, you put this in your mind. This will tell you what is I'm talking about. What is this Wing Chun is about? Okay, and so I hope that if you have this in your mind when you practice your set, say 小林跑 sets, okay, or even say your iYikKam, right the way down, you know the bottom line or the goal or the result you want to get is be able to function this way. Okay, be able to slide in function this way. Like Grandmaster Yip Man said, receive, and and the 1700 say receive and get in and wrap in and playing for so on and so forth. Now, when you play your sets, or you stand in your iYikKam, that thing, that practice has to support this. If that is not support the slide in, but supporting this tiger type of pouncing, then that is not Wing Chun. Why? Because Wing Chun is a sticking body short strike. How is one practice one set, 小林跑 set or 尋橋標指 set in the tiger pounce way, or expect that in the real life we going receive and slide in? You cannot do that, right? So the 小林跑, any lineage, as soon as you practice with this mindset, this direction, obviously you're going to get result in being able to do this. Same thing with the chi sao. If the chi sao is doing like this, which is like the tiger pounding type, expo type, it's not going to get close. It's not trained that way. And in the ancient chi sao, it's actually trained the slides in, the receiving and slide in, different stuff. Okay. So this is to share with you in a nutshell so that you can see the entire thing. As for learning the 小林跑, as what I said, the 7 month and the exactly handle all the forceful everything, those you need teacher to watch you and to fine tune the detail and so forth, so forth. Okay, those are like in the college class. If we want to make it a college class, a professional class, we need to do that. Okay, so again, we cannot just saying that we are sticking body short strike, keep on doing that, but we're doing this and using this kind of mechanics and using this kind of power type or using this type of stuff. Okay, so again, like the Zhang dialect is actually competing in the center line. Whoever have the big power who win, because it's a line of attack stuff. Now if you say that using the Tai Chi Peng Jing to ward off, to play circle, then you lose your center line play. However, in the Wing Chun, as we know, You receive, you give him his your center line what he want, okay? You take his center line. That is Wing Chun, okay? So you have center line, sticking body, short strike. So this is for you today, and I hope that this explains everything. And go, try with your friend, your classmate, or your wooden dummy. If you don't have this pounce like a tiger, but don't hurt other people, okay? Just do it gentle, and then the snake slide. Then you understand what is long fist, what is short strike, the difference between so-called the power, the force flow of the Wing Chun I meant. Okay, is the action reaction force that like the snake when you rack into his prey. At every inch of his body, it has to be able to adapt that to play with it. The action reaction force. It's not like I can hop from you here, hop from you here. See how short I can hop from you. I can pounce here. Now I can pounce you, fudging very short, okay? Or I can fudging really short here. It's not. It's a different type, okay? So this is for you today.